Buongiorno a tutti. Introduciamo il secondo speaker, lo introduco in inglese. Ok, lo introduco in inglese. We are pleased to introduce the second international speaker of this meeting, the nephrologist Faisal Taras from Casablanca. Since 2004, his research program has focused on green nephrology, particular emphasis on recycling of water and on American Kidney Journal. We are grateful to have you with us, and Faisal Taras will introduce his topic: a sustainable approach to water use reuse in hemodialysis. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this kind introduction. It is for me a great pleasure and honor to stand here today. And I would like first to thank the Italian Society of Nephrology for the effort to promote sustainable nephrology care. I've been asked to cover the topic of sustainable approach to water use and reuse in hemodialysis. Before I start, I would like to mention that I have no financial interest or relationships to disclose. Well, as you know, the number of patients in dialysis is increasing due to the population aging and lifestyle-related disease. The number of patients on dialysis increased by about 6% a year, and actually around 4 million persons regularly undergo dialysis treatment worldwide. But what about water? Water is a vital aspect in hemodialysis, and during the procedure, huge volumes are used to prepare dialysate, to clean and reprocess machines and membranes, and water from tap prior to use passes through filters, softeners, and to do the RO. Wastage water in hemodialysis consists of wastage from the RO system or reject water, which consisted theoretically on 25% of total wastage, and wastage from machines after treatment or spent dialysate, the remaining 75% of water volume. If we cross the number of patients and the carried out session to water consumption, we can find some shocking fact. According to a recent paper, water consumption approaches 265 million cubic meters globally. Based on the World Bank data, this quantity is equivalent to the total renewable water resources of 3 Middle Eastern countries, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Kuwait. The world demand for water is likely to surge in the next few decades. According to the World Resources Institute, water in Europe is becoming scarcer, and countries, including Spain, Italy, Belgium, and many regions in Germany are facing high water stress by 2040. In my country, Morocco, the huge water scarcity has led us to think about possible water-saving measures in our practice. And we use, since 2008, the three hierarchy as our water management strategy to minimize freshwater use, but also to reuse and recycle wastewater generated responsibly. The first R reduce means reducing the quantity of freshwater used in a facility. There are a number of strategies that can be employed to reduce the quantity of freshwater used at a facility. The first and the most important, I think, that the accurate check of an RO system with a high recovery rate and small rejection rate. As you know, an oversized RO system may result in an important water wastage. Other efforts can include fixing leaks, the use of water flow regulator and the concentrate recirculation devices is needed if needed, but also the proper selection and arrangement of RO membranes. Reduction of dialysis flow from 500 to 300 milliliter could save approximately 20 to 30% of water volume per hemodialysis session. According to a recent paper, reduction of dialysis flow to 300 milliliter could not compromise dialysis efficacy, and the safety and hence may result in important water saving. However, recent meta-analysis show opposite results. A high dialysis flow increase urea-based marker of dialysis adequacy, I mean the KTV and urea reduction ratio. In hemodiafiltration, similar results were reported. In a small study by Madwell, increase in dialysis flow was associated with a significant increase in dialysis dose KT and also a gradually increase in urea reduction ratio. However, there was no changes in the clearance of the medium-sized molecule. As you know, adequacy in dialysis is a high marker for cardiovascular disease and mortality. Accordingly, the reduction of dialysis flow, either in hemodialysis or hemodiafiltration, still under controversies and need more detailed studies to attest its accuracy and safety before adopted as a method. The second are reuse, being taking product that otherwise being discarded and using them again in screen form. The product will be the reject RO water. In a typical system for reject water, you use water flow to a storage tank and then pump it for distribution. The system is regulated by flow switches, and excess water is diverted to drain if there is not demand. Here are some options of possible use of reject water. Water can be used for watering, for flushing, for cleaning, or for industry. This is an algorithm to how to reuse the reject water. And first, before reusing, it's better to check the salt level through the measure of the TDS or electrical conductivity. A water with the conductivity below 1,500 microsiemens per centimeter is permissible for irrigation purposes because too much salt can prohibit crop production. A water with the conductivity below 2,400 microsiemens per centimeter could be used for other purposes such as cleaning or flushing. Too much salt can be highly corrosive to plumbing materials. In case where salt level is much higher, reject water can be mixed with other source of water to dilute the salt to a safe level. To conduct reuse product, numerous parameters must be considered such as the volume of the reject, its chemical composition, the location of the dialysis unit from the reuse sits, but also the cost of energy. A few studies have reported on literature the cost analysis of the reuse of reject water. However, in all reported case studies, analysis shows a huge profitability with short payback time. And as an example of reject water use, we had recently studied in Morocco the possibility of reusing reject water for farming potato at large scale in my country. Since the agriculture is the largest consumer of freshwater resources, with irrigation accounting for 70% of total water withdrawals, the aim of this study was for the first time to create a win-win situation between medical sector and agricultural sector through the reuse of this type of water for watering potato at large scale. Question might arise, what is the importance of potato? People eat potato worldwide. More than 1 billion persons, including many of the world's poorest, consume potato as staple food. Also, potato is a good salt-tolerant crop that can be grown in most countries of the world. In Morocco, there are 437 dialysis units, 135 public and 302 private, treating approximately 39,000 patients by March 2024. And we have estimated the total reject water of the country based on RO system repartition, capacity, working hour per year, but also the percent and the volume of the annual rejection. And results shown that reject water from the first stage in our country approximate 1.1 million cubic meter per year. To attest the quality of the reject water, samples were collected from 9 cities from the northern, southern, central, eastern, and western Morocco. And analysis shows that the reject water meets standards for freshwater for agriculture. I mean, a TDS below 500 milligram per liter, conductivity below 2,700 microsiemens per centimeter, a chloride below 350, and sulfate below 250 milligram per liter. Analysis also show that the quality of this water meets the quality from the most important rivers that are used for agricultural activity in our country. To modulate the potato crop under our hot and semi-arid climate, we have used aquacrop software, water productivity, water product yielding evaluation model developed by the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations (FAO). For this model, 5 critical components are needed to evaluate potato yield: the climate data, soil data, crop data, irrigation files, and field management. We have modulated our study for the revision of CDLID a smooth rural commune in the province of Shawiya Wardiga, one of the potato leading producer zone in Morocco. In this slide is reported the soil data of the studied zone. In this second slide is reported climatic data of the studied zone. In this study, drip irrigation was used as an irrigation technique. This system has been shown to enhance water efficiency by about 60% compared to conventional flooding irrigation systems. 5 commonly grown potato cultivars in Morocco were studied. After validation and calibration of the model using data from real studies and undertaken under nearly similar climate condition, soil condition, and salinity gradient, the model was run out to simulate potato productivity. And this table is reported potato yield performance and the water from different hemodialysis units in Morocco. Results showing that the potato productivity meet the national average for drip irrigated potato, which is 40 tons per hectare. Reject water evaluation was conducted according to a farm category, and analysis showed that the cost benefit of the use of reject water in Morocco approaches $638,000 per year. The surface to be irrigated can reach 600 to 900 hectares, and the gross benefit approximately between 7,000 and 10,000 United States dollar per hectare per year, with a total gross benefit estimated at 5 to 9 million United States dollar per year. If reject water was used for potato production at worldwide perspective, this can result in a cost saving of 51 million United States dollar. The surface to be irrigated will be between 45,000 to 65,000 hectares, and the gross benefit will be between 400 and 650 million United States dollar per year. The third R, recycle, means turning something useless into something useful, such as spent dialysis. As you know, limitation and availability of natural resources, such as water, is the main drive for focusing of resource recovery from wastewater. Hemodialysis wastewater or spent dialysate is a valuable material that can provide fit-for-purpose water, energy, nutrient, which can result in an important carbon emission saving and cost benefit. First of all, spent dialysate could be considered as a source of water reclamation. We had studied in 2008 the possibility of water reclamation from our spent dialysate and treating the water using membrane techniques such as reverse osmosis or nanofiltration to landscape our hospital's garden. We were motivated by the fact that this water constitutes 75% of total water wastage in hemodialysis session. When we comparing the physicochemical composition and bacteriological contamination with the standards of the WHO and the FAO regarding agricultural wastewater, we have found that except the high salinity level, other chemical parameters, the organic matter and the bacteriological count were within the limits of both standards. We have also found that treating this water to agricultural reuse was 20 to 30% cheaper than seawater desalination. Also, the energy demand and water footprint was lower than this. As you know, many countries in the world, in Africa, in the Middle East, in the United States, or even in Europe, in Spain or in France, desalinate the seawater to be used as the drinking water or for agriculture. Hemodialysis spent water also maintain huge quantities of heat energy because it's discharged to the sewer with temperature ranging between 20 and 25 C. It is estimated that up to 1,600 gigawatt hour per year of heat energy is lost in the sewer and dialysis unit all over the world. Spent dialysate is also a source of nutrient and fertilizer. As you know, like human urine, spent dialysate maintain considerable concentration of ammonia, nitrogen, and phosphorus that, aside being removed, can be recovered through physicochemical reactions such as crystallization of the struvite. Application of the struvite in agriculture promised to be profitable, and we were able to demonstrate that a hemodialysis facility with 20 shares and working in 2 shifts per day could generate approximately 2.4 kilograms of struvite per working day, a possibility to fertilize up to 5 hectares of arable land per year. The treatment of hemodialysis wastewater can also help reducing the carbon footprint of hemodialysis. As you know, the carbon footprint of hemodialysis and its effluent is high, and treating wastewater can cut its carbon emission by about 1/3. We can also decarbonate through the recovery of heat energy from spent dialysate. As you know, recovery heat energy from dialysis wastewater could result in a saving of a half kilogram of CO2 emission per each kilowatt hour of recovered heat energy. We can also decarbonate through the recovery of nutrient and biofertilizer, and the use of strive as fertilizer could reduce carbon dioxide emission by approximately 0.35 kilogram of CO2 per each kilogram of produced strive. Due to the scarcity of global water resources, water saving measures appear more and more important. In Morocco, we are working to develop sustainable climate resilient dialysis, which enable circular economy principle by transforming all waste into raw materials in order to reduce the environmental impact of the hemodialysis treatment. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you for your brilliant presentation. Ci sono domande dal pubblico?
Abbiamo recuperato un po' di tempo. Ci sono domande? Prego. Prego, prego.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much for your presentation. It was really, really interesting. I have studied a bit how to reuse water that is, well, dialysate, but by another point of view that I think can be absolutely interesting, but companies have not yet met this kind of system and suggestion. It is to recirculate dialysate by making it recirculate through a filter capable to entrap all the catabolites that are present, so that you can, instead of reusing water, that can be absolutely good, you can also, instead of it, you can recirculate dialysate. And in our design that we made some years ago, we could use something that was for one dialysis, just 4 liters of water for one dialysis. So it is absolutely good, in my opinion. And this was actually met by a company, but all of a sudden they said, no, we are no longer interested in that. I still don't know why. However, I think that recirculating dialysate, by cleaning it, taking out all the catabolites that can be present, will be a matter of recirculation, reuse, or kind of treatment of the plastic material the filter is made of, but can be absolutely interesting by a kind of not waste of too much water. So I think this could be a side research that could be done.
I think it's a good idea, so you can try it. Yes. Yes, I think that the concept is actually studied in how to recycle dialysate through the use of solvent in case of renewable artificial kidney or portative systems. So I think that the problem of this, that in the state of the portable devices, that it's need that patient can have daily dialysis, and the environmental constraints. That's the quantity of dialyzer to be used and also the blood cabin to be used for one patient. So I think that the benefits risks by using this type of circulation must be fully evaluated before thinking about this. But I think that your work is really interesting, and it's maybe an idea to do some research.
Another question?
Yes.
Are there some complaint about the potential risk of infectious disease when you use water for irrigation in your country, or do you pre-treat water with chlorine, for example?
So in our country, we use for irrigation simply the reject reverse osmosis water, and this water does not come in any stage in contact with blood of patient. However, in the study for using spent dialysate as a source of water reclamation, we have tried to do by research what we call a tertiary treatment. So it's a rigorous treatment using membrane technique. And as you know, the membrane separation techniques is very efficient in removing all microorganism, particle, viruses, and drugs. But the problem is that this kind of treatment is a little bit costly. So the problem in Morocco, there are, and also I think in Europe, that there are regulation and limitation on the reuse of this type of wastewater, because it's considered as an industrial water, such as like the hospital wastewater. The spent dialysate is considered by law as an industrial wastewater, so it can't be treated and reused within a wastewater treatment plant that containing maybe machines for treatment, and also a crystallizer for doing recuperation of nutrient and fertilizers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.